Si Laila De Lima, noong inimbestigahan yan sa bilibid drug trade, hindi rin siya pumunta eh. Mas bago sasabihin ngayon ni De Lima na it should be taken against the Vice President. Kanyang kaipokrito itong mga taong ito.
Pagiging double standard ng Justice Committee ng Kongreso na nag-iimbestiga sa impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte, umani ng katakot-takot na batikos mula sa taong bayan. Ayon pa nga kay Atty. Topacio, ay sobrang ipokrita ni Luistro at De Lima sa pagsasabing labag sa batas ang hindi pagdalo sa naturang pagdinig dahil mismong si De Lima ay hindi rin umattend noong imbestigasyon laban sa kanya sa drug trade sa bilibid na siya ang mastermind. Samantala, dismayado naman si De Lima at Luistro na hindi umano dapat gamitin ang Supreme Court bilang takbuhan upang iwasan ang impeachment proceedings laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Ang pahayag ay kasunod ng paghain ng petisyon sa Korte Suprema ng mga kaalyado ng pangalawang Pangulo na kumukwestiyon sa legalidad ng impeachment process, isang hakbang na nagbukas ng malalim na diskusyon ukol sa separation of powers sa pagitan ng mga sangay ng pamahalaan.
There is an immediate action. They can get an injunction or restraining order in all this violation of the House of Representatives.
Thank you. Okay,
Yun po.
next. Okay,
Dagdag ko lang Manong Rod, excuse me, sorry
sige,
to interrupt. Dagdag ko lang, that is another example of the hypocrisy of these people. Si Laila De Lima, noong inimbestigahan yan sa bilibid drug trade, hindi rin siya pumunta eh. She exercised her prerogative not to be present during the hearings. Bago sasabihin ngayon ni De Lima na it should be taken against the Vice President. Kanyang kaipokrito itong mga taong ito. Doon sa hearing, doon lumabas yung, Committee on Justice din yun eh. Di ba? Ewan ko kung may ibang committee roon na parang on dangerous drugs yata, I don't know. Pero doon lahat lumabas yung alegasyon. Hindi siya pumunta. She did not rebut yung sinasabi na nagsusubuan sila ng saba ni Dayan. Ba't hindi siya pumunta roon? Sinabi niya, hindi saba, latundan. Ibig sabihin, just to underscore the fact na hindi niya ginagamit yung sinasabi niya sa sarili niya. Hindi siya pumunta roon. And the committee respected that. Na hindi siya pumunta. Wala naman sinabi laban sa kanya. Hindi rin pumunta yung mga abogado niya. Bakit ngayon sinasabi niya pag hindi ka pumunta? Against the Constitution. Hindi ba ang hearings in aid of legislation na nasa Constitution din? Ba't hindi niya sinabi sa sarili niya yon? So, that is how hypocritical, how jealous-faced these people are. Doble cara talaga. Grabe.
Attorney, first, papapikit tuloy si Attorney Bondok sa mga sinasabi mo. But anyway, Congressman Paras, from your end po, do you...
Kung gano'ng kalabo ang ginagawa ng Congress. Maraming salamat. Okay, as your moderator, let me first ask 2 questions before I call the media. Number 1, how long will this, well, I don't want to use the more. How long will this committee last in the lower house? And how much is it costing us, taxpayers? May gastos yan di ba? Hindi man Okay.
I'll answer that. Well, as far as the timeline, depende na yun sa gusto nilang ma-obtain Depende na yun kung gaano gusto nilang kahaba. But insofar as the cost, if they are going to continue doing this, it could go beyond 125 million. Mas malaki kaysa sa doon sa kanilang gustong palabasin na confidential fund. For sure, we are spending millions here of taxpayers' money of those, anong tawag mo doon? Anong tawag mo doon? Stupid? Okay. So, yun ang mangyayari dyan.
My second question is this. Is it possible na hindi aabot to sa Senate for lack of merit?
That is a probability, not just a possibility. Because, as I've said, the proceeding in the House against the Vice President is void ab initio. Nakita nyo naman nangyari doon sa unang kaso. It was declared void ab initio at hindi na natuloy yung trial sa Senado. That's a probability. At dito, mas matindi ang violations. Grave, abuse of discretion of unprecedented character. Sabi ko nga, nadismaya kami ni Perdi, ni Attorney Jing Paras, and of course, Attorney Topacio and Jimmy, we have been witnesses and participants to many impeachment proceedings. Ngayon lang nangyari ito na merong ganyan. They are inventing their own rules na hindi nila pinasa, hindi pinablish. Yung mini-trial na yan, there's no such thing. Not even in the United States and Britain where impeachment originated. Iniimbento ni Congressman Luis to yan. Ang sagwa nakakahiya because the House should have performed its duty in obedience to the Constitution. Hindi sila mas mataas Tapos ngayon, they are usurping the power of the Senate. Diba? Napakapangit tingnan. And where is the prioritization there? Ano bang importante? Itong ginagawa nila kay VP Sara o yung ekonomiya natin ngayon na is already in an emergency situation? Parang there's a wrong prioritization here. So, I question because I'm a citizen and I'm a voter and has witnessed for myself lahat ng impeachments na recently meron. Wala, sa Davide, I was just a plain observer. Pero sa Sereno, Bautista, I was the lawyer of the two distinguished gentlemen here, Attorney Topacio and Attorney Jing Paras. We impeach Bautista. Kahit na nung umpisa, nag-violate din yung House Committee on Justice sa kanilang rules and the Constitution. But, sinave ng plenary by a very overwhelming vote at na-impeach si Bautista. Hindi siya umabot sa Senado kasi impeach and then he resigned. Naging moot and academic. But I tell you, nakakadismaya ang ginagawa ng House Committee on Justice. And the Supreme Court might probably, hindi ako sigurado because I cannot preempt, might probably issue a TRO here and declare the proceeding void ab initio. Salamat.
Okay. I open now the floor. O sige, please attend. Quickly lang ha, mabilis.
Red Mendoza from the Manila Times. Of course, hi, good afternoon, good morning po. Well, ngayon po sinasabi po ni Congressman Laila de Lima na ang hindi pagpunta ni VP Sara sa impeachment trial ay parang pagbaliwala daw sa Constitution. And of course, sinabi rin ni Congressman Beatrix Luistro na sa kanyang distrito daw sa Batangas, suportado daw yung impeachment. What's your take po doon sa mga sinasabi ng ating mga kagalang-galang ng mga congressman?
Hello?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, with due respect, no? Kasi I'm also a member of Congress, but during our time, respectable po kami. And honorable. Wala po kaming mga maleta noon. Ano lang. Envelope. Sobre lang. But no, to answer that, walang basihan yon. Kasi unang-una, wala namang eleksyon. So paano niya ma-test yung support ng kanyang taong bayan? Pero if you base it on the survey ng Pulse Asia, even in Luzon, napakataas ang trust rating ni Vice President. So, it's her word against a very official and, legitimate survey. So, pangalawa po, sinasabi natin na itong sinasabi ng mga congressmen is purely political. Why? I can vouch for it in the sense that nag-file po kami ng impeachment. Nag-file ang bayan muna, nag-file yung sinasabi naming hash-hash na impeachment. Pero yung rules na pinairal nila against Marcos is entirely different than the rules that they're imposing on the impeachment of VP Sara. Doon pa lang, politika na ang umiiral. Doon, nag-trial na o nag-hearing na sila at inaano na nila doon pa lang sa determination of substance as far as the Marcos impeachment in concern. Pero dito kay VP Sara, talagang pinalusot na nila yung substance. Because at the end of the day, they want to maximize the propaganda value of the Vice President. Why? for one reason. She will become the next president. And ito lahat ay takot na takot dahil sa daming mga maleta na tinanggap nila. They are thinking that there will be a serious investigation come the presidency of the vice president. Yun po ang tinatakot. Kaya dito pa lang, papatayin nila. Pero ako, confident ako na hindi basta-basta, itong nasa Committee on Justice, mukhang ayos na yan eh. Ayos na yan. And there are people there na talagang they cannot accept the Dutertes. Unang-una, ito si Ridon. Bakit siya is in the forefront of all this? For vengeance. Kasi pahiyang-pahiya yung kumag na yan dahil sa sinipa siya ni Duterte for being a stupid and, irresponsible head of an office. Can you imagine he was traveling every month, on the basis daw na mayroon siyang doon? Nagsasaksya siyang ng pera pero yung kanyang liderato ay urban poor. So, ginagastos niya yung pera para sa urban poor. Kaya, outright, sinipa siya ni President Duterte. So, hindi niya matanggap yon. Kaya, gusto niyang bumawi to the extent na magpapasupina siya ng mga records ng mga bangko at saka mga lawyers firm. Sinita na nga siya ni Congressman Rodriguez na mali-mali yon. There is a client lawyer's privilege. So, hindi ko alam kung nakakahiya naman sa UP College of Law, nanggaling pa ito doon. Now, with your respect, kaibigan ko ito, pero nag-iiba ang ihip ng hangin. Ito si Redon, it's all vengeance. Si Dilima, vengeance din yan eh. Kasi biniblame niya si Fredito Pasio nung sa BACC. At si Bit Aguirre na nag-file sa kanya ng kaso. Which was, kung hindi lang nagbago ang administration, baka nasa kulungan pa yung magandang Laila Junil di Dayan na babae. So, ito po lahat in answer as a parting word. Ito po ay pamulitika lahat. Now, if it's politics, wala, in violation of the Constitution, because in the ruling of the Supreme Court, there must be, the Supreme Court admitted that it is political, but it is also legal. But this Committee on Justice is all purely political lang lahat. Walang legal, kaya they violate the Constitution. And I suppose, I will not be, I would not presume na hindi gumagalaw ang mga abogado ni Vice President to question all this in the court. Itong lahat ng mga violation. And in fact, I believe that if there is an immediate action, they can get an injunction or restraining order in all this violation of the House of Representatives.
Thank you. Okay,
Yun po.
next. Okay,
Dagdag ko lang Manong Rod, excuse me, sorry
sige,
to
quickly.
interrupt. Dagdag ko lang, that is another example of the hypocrisy of these people. Si Laila de Lima, noong inimbestigahan yan sa bilibid drug trade, hindi rin siya pumunta eh. She exercised her prerogative not to be present during the hearings. Bago sasabihin ngayon ni de Lima na it should be taken against the Vice President. Kanyang ka-ipokrito to mga taong ito. Doon sa hearing, doon lumabas yung, Committee on Justice din yun eh. Di ba? Ewan ko kung may ibang committee roon na parang on dangerous drugs yata, I don't know. Pero doon lahat lumabas yung alegasyon. Hindi siya pumunta. She did not rebut yung sinasabi na nagsusubuan sila ng saba ni Dayan. Ba't hindi siya pumunta roon? Sinabi niya, hindi saba, latundan. Ibig sabihin, just to underscore the fact na hindi niya ginagamit yung sinasabi niya sa sarili niya. Hindi siya pumunta roon. And the committee respected that. Na hindi siya pumunta. Wala naman sinabi laban sa kanya. Hindi rin pumunta yung mga abogado niya. Bakit ngayon sinasabi niya pag hindi ka pumunta? Against the Constitution, hindi ba? Ang hearings in aid of legislation na nasa Constitution din? Ba't hindi niya sinabi sa sarili niya yon? So, that is how hypocritical How jealous-faced these people are. Doble cara talaga. Grabe.
Attorney, first, papapikit tuloy si Attorney Bondok sa mga sinasabi mo. But anyway, Congressman Paras, from your end po, do you intend to file this before the Supreme Court? Kasi tinanong namin kahapon ng defense team, too early to say, but that remains to be an option. But from your end po,
I
what
think
do we expect from
as
you?
a lawyer, no, and I would presume that the hired lawyers of the Vice President, they are actually monitoring all these things. And in my short conversation here with Attorney Bondo, we are in the same mindset that there must be an immediate action. There must be a monitoring because what they are now doing, the Committee on Justice, araw-araw they violate the Constitution. And they should be restrained from further violating and trampling the Constitution. Kasi mali. Walang mini trial na nakalagay sa ating saligang batas.
That's why, sir, sa end or sa part niyo po, sir, are we expecting any action? Magpa-file kayo sa...
I would like to clearly state this for the record. We have not been tasked by anyone to challenge this before the Supreme Court or before any pertinent body. However, as an academic exercise, ako na po ang umaamin sa inyo, as an academic exercise and in the interest of our nation, no? Ako po mismo ay naghanda na ng bullet point argument ready. No, is it is kung sila may mini trial, kami may mini draft. No? Meron kaming mini draft. Why? No, but do you know why? Because lahat naman po tayo gusto natin maging handa. But the reason why I wrote it kaagad, we wrote it, no? Kami ni Attorney Bobet, is because it was too easy to write. It was too easy because the violations are too blatant. Kaya po nangyayari to as a last statement, no? Kasi po, bagamat hindi sufficient in substance and in form sa aming palagay yung mga sinabmit. Ang problema po, yung mga nasa upo po, ang mga sufficient in substance abuse. No? Sila yung sufficient in substance abuse. Kaya ako po, sana mag-ingat sila kasi baka mahirap yung substance abuse kasi baka mag-sufficient in formalin sila pagdating ng ending. No?
So you'll be filing it, Attorney Bondok, anytime soon?
Let me clarify. We have not been tasked by anyone. Ginawa po namin to in the interest of justice. Taus-puso po yan. Kasi po, based on their public pronouncements pa lang, it is so easy already to rebut all of their allegations.
Well, let me answer that. From the legal standpoint, no? Importante kasi na maintindihan ninyo, pag nag-file kayo ng petition, that you have a personality to file or the outcome of your petition, whether it's going to be granted or dismissed, would affect your right as a taxpayer, as a citizen, as a voter. I mentioned a while ago, while I am here today, not just being a lawyer to give my little knowledge or opinion on the matter, but because I am a voter, whether I voted for Marcos or Duterte in the last election, he is or she is now the duly elected president of the Philippines, and therefore she represents me also as my vice president. And if you are going to remove her, I will be deprived of my right being represented by a vice president. So, do I have the legal personality to file a suit? Yes. Because I am a party in interest. Sabi ko nga, hindi lamang dahil siya lang ang ma-impeach dito, siya lamang ang pwedeng mag-file dito. It's a different ballgame pag pinag-usapan natin dito, mga appointed officials who will be subject for impeachment like justices of the Supreme Court, member of the Constitutional Commission or ombudsman. Because they are not elected by the people. Pero ang presidente at saka vice president, elected sila ng tao. And as a voter, no, I will be deprived of my sovereign rights kung matatanggal ang isang tao na inelect ng mamamayang Pilipino. So anyone can file, yun ang aking opinion. This is my opinion, the proper petition before the Supreme Court if needed. Kaya nga, obserbahan ko yung nangyayaring proceedings magmula pa nung discussion nila about sufficiency of form, sufficiency of substance, tapos itong ginagawa nilang supposed to be committee hearing, and then yung kanilang mga pronouncements na mini trial. Ito akin. So sabi ko, oh my God, this is already a violation of the Constitution, what they are doing. And therefore, under the provision of the Constitution, more particularly Article 8, for that matter, on the judiciary, may nakalagay doon na yung isang provision about the petition for certiorari questioning the constitutionality of an action amounting to lack of jurisdiction. Not necessarily similar to the provision of Rule 65 of the Rules of Court. Because sa ating saligang batas, meron yung provision na pwedeng magamit. So if you are going to ask me, will you file the necessary petition? I have to think it over after they have concluded all their actions in the House of Representatives.